Hi everyone! So, I'm too lazy to make a huge long post about how things went with Hammer today, so I decided that I'd make a video. I rode her. I did actually ride her today. So, I went to the field, lunged her. She's still really bad going clockwise. That's her bad direction. She'll only go in a circle like 1 foot in front of me. I can't get her to move out. I don't know why. If I try to push her out, she starts panicking. So I'm not quite sure if something's bothering her that direction. Other direction she's perfectly fine. She canters weird, which I think might have something to do with whatever's going on. I definitely for sure think something is going on with her. So now that kind of determined that, we can figure that out. So anyway, so I did ride her. When I was walking her around, she was really good till I put leg on her. As soon as I put leg on her, she decided that was not fun, and she was gonna let me know that she didn't like it. So she would pin her ears back, swish her tail, stomp her feet, try to swing her butt out, and bite my boot. That's not how we do things in lady. Nope, sorry. So at the trot, she did that. Going counterclockwise, that's her good direction. I can't remember. Going counterclockwise, her good direction, she'd throw a fit at first, and then she would stop, and she would settle down, and she actually would start tipping her nose into the circle, and she was doing really well. I was actually pretty proud of her. But then as soon as I would turn her around to go the other direction, her bad direction going clockwise, it was ears went back, started trying to swing that butt out, and turn around and bite my boot again. I just kept riding her through it, pulling her away, telling her that's not how we do things. She can work through it. She would kind of settle into it, but the entire time I would go that direction, she still had her ears pinned back. I rode her for about 10 minutes both direction. I wasn't going to push her too much, and where I don't really have a place to ride other than in the big field with the other horses, who I don't feel like being responsible for hurting themselves if I decide to tie them up. So I didn't feel like pushing my luck. She was really good. I was really proud of her for that, even though I do know for sure now that something is going on with that hawk or that stifle. So I don't know. But my aunt and her best friend want me to go on a trail ride with them this weekend, and I really kind of just want to do arena work, schooling, lots and lots of schooling with her, because it's supposed to snow sometime this week, I think. And as soon as the snow is on the ground, I can't afford to bring her to an indoor, so I really don't have any other option but to get as much training done with her as possible before the snow hits. So I don't really want to go on trail riding, and I don't think she's actually ready for it. And I know she did fantastic with my aunt's best friend, and she even ponied another horse, but I want my horse to have a really good foundation. My aunt and her best friend have different backgrounds than I do. One of them is barrel racer. She likes the horses that are crazy, psycho, and she does put some foundation on her horses, but not really to the extent that I like. And my aunt's basically just a trail rider, and I'm not talking down to barrel racers or trail riders or anything, but coming from the hunter jumper, not really the hunter jumper because I just started, but the hunter's hunt seat in the Western Pleasure world, we like our foundations. We really like our foundations, and that's a big deal for me. And I don't care if Hammer's going to be a barrel horse, cow horse, dressage horse, jumper, whatever. She has to have a good foundation. It really just pisses me off, I guess, that my aunt somehow thinks she can tell me what to do with my horse. And I know her and her best friend just think I'm scared of my horse and that she's too much for me, and she probably is. But you know what? When I first got my gelding for Keed, he was way too much for me too. I was freaking terrified of him. He was an ass. The first month, he spent the entire month trying to kill me any way possible, pretty much. I hated him. The only reason I had him was because it's the only horse I had the option of working with. But when, like, the second month, we sort of tolerated each other. And then the third month, finally, I thought he had enough groundwork to try saddling him, because he had never been ridden before. And he was perfect. He was a perfect little angel. And see, I believe that's what groundwork will get you. I really like groundwork. Not necessarily natural horsemanship, just, even if it's not groundwork with hammer, just building the foundation in the saddle. She needs to learn some more respect on the ground. She needs to learn to not get on top of me. You know, so she has things to learn on the ground and things to learn on her saddle. And it's not like I work her 5 days a week, 5-6 days a week, where she needs a mental day off to go on the trails. She doesn't. I ride her 3, maybe 4 times. No, I ride her 3 days a week, maybe, if I'm lucky, 2-3 days a week. So she doesn't need a mental day off to go trail riding. She's perfectly fine doing arena work, even though we don't have an arena, but that's what I'm going to call it. She's perfectly fine doing that work 3 days a week. And I really just wish my aunt would understand that it's my horse, my rules. I don't want to cause any conflict in my family by telling my aunt that, but I'm the one who bought Hammer, I'm the one who owns Hammer. I buy her grain, I pay for her farrier, I pay for her vet bills, I pay for everything for that horse. She's my horse. I'm going to train her how I want to train her. I just don't want to cause any problems with my aunt, because I really appreciate that she's letting me keep my horse there. But at the same time, she needs to learn that just because I am kind of a nervous rider doesn't mean that I don't know anything. And I know how to train a horse. Just because I get a little nervous sometimes, it might take me a little longer to train a horse than most people, but you know what, that's fine. My horses turn out to have great foundations. They turn out to be great horses because I take my time with them. And I guess I just wish my aunt would respect that. So first things first, I need to figure out what's going on with her stifle or her hock or whatever that is. And then, and meanwhile, I think through riding, it will show up what's going on with her. So, I don't know, but if you guys actually watch this video, thank you, I appreciate it, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye!